Yo, what's pop? And I'm back on Showdown with the new team I made around Drapion. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to record with next, but somehow I ended up with the Drapion team while building, and the team has changed quite a bit since I started. Before I show you all the team, I'd like for each and every one of you to leave a comment and tell me what is your favorite move to get critical hits with. I'd like to know. Can be any move you just love to see, those critical hits pop up for, but you can also leave a comment to support. Either way, I love hearing from you all and appreciate all the support. Now, I really like when my Earthquakes crit a lot, because Earthquake crits are some of the best, because I'm always like clicking Earthquake versus them on or spamming it, so crits are always appreciated there. But on the topic of crits, of course, I had to bring the Drapion with Scope Lens and Sniper. Like, this is a really fun set here, because with Swords Dance, we're able to boost our attack up, and unlike the Absol, so we actually did Absol, if you remember, we did the Scope Lens Super Luck Absol. That's 100% crit ratio on Night Slash. This is not 100% crit ratio. This is actually going to be, I think, still pretty high, so I don't know if it's considered hacks not to get a crit with Cross Poison or Night Slash, because they're high crit with Scope Lens, but I think it's still pretty high. But we have Sniper this time, so it's going to be boosting our damage output by 1.5 times, so it's going to be pretty fun to see it put in the work. But we also have Earthquake here, which is a great coverage move versus Magearna and Toxapex and stuff. It's a pretty strong Pokemon overall. I haven't really seen too many Drapions as of late. I think maybe back during early Sword and Shield, I did see some with Toxic Spikes paired with Dragapult, because this is a much more limited Pokedex back then than it is now. But like, Drapion is really fun to use. I think it's a really solid sweeper. It does a lot of damage. I paired it with Blacephalon, the nice Chinese set we have here with Shell Bell, and a fixed EV spread, so it has the 232 defense instead of HP, so that we get maximum recovery from Shell Bell when we go for Mind Blown and stuff. AV Tangrowth, so this used to be AV Reuniclus, but was having some trouble with Rillaboom and stuff, because Corviknight would get overwhelmed, so paired it with Tangrowth here, which is pretty good with Drapion actually, because it gives us a really nice ground sponge. And I like the double AV, because AV Tangrowth can also check Tapu Koko and stuff. I have Sludge Bomb here because it beats the grass types and fairy types as well, which, well, I guess sort of, because you can get a lot of damage off with Sludge Bomb and potential poisons. We have Chinese Mamoswine, the classic, no explanation needed for this set here. It's just great at what it does, and a good Volcarona check. We also have an Urshifu check in Tapu Fini, which I think is much needed, because Tapu Fini is a slot that's always like, you need to fill some kind of slot to deal with Urshifu, right? Because Urshifu's not banned yet. It might be soon though. And then finally Corviknight for defogging purposes. So no rocks on this team. Figured I didn't really need it, because we have a lot of pressure that we can click at attack for and stuff like that. No need for rocks really, but let's go ahead and see what we can do here in this game. And we are up against a pretty interesting team, I must say. Leading with Tangrowth is pretty good, because we can get an immediate knockoff on something. Honestly, I haven't seen too many Tangrowths lately. Like, Tangrowth is a good mon. I feel like, we can put in some fine work. Knocking off items looks pretty good. Cool team, is it yours? Yes. And thank you, of course, thank you. So he gets the Toxic off. I don't mind, because this is a regen mon. So we're going to go into, I think Tapu Fini first. He does have Baneful Bunker, interestingly enough. So Toxic Baneful Bunker. I'm gonna Calm Mind here, or I could I'm gonna double the Mamoswine, because right now we got the Misty Terrain up, right? So this is looking pretty good for now. Icicle Crash here's the play into Corviknight. Just want to see how much damage it does and what kind of set he is. That could be more, that could be Fizz Def, I think. If I get a flinch, I'll probably just beat it though. Ah, nice. Just what I love to see. Indeed. I'll Earthquake here just because it's going to do damage. Or enough damage anyways. I could also go into Fini and then double out into Mamoswine here. Fini's not a bad option. I'm gonna go Fini first, just so that, I guess I could taunt here too, because he will be slower. So he can't roost there. Then I can surf here. So now, yeah, that puts it in range of a lot of stuff. A lot of things get put in range now. So Slowking comes out here. I'm gonna go into Mamoswine. See no reason not to, as he sludge bombs, and I can't get poisoned either, so that's good. I'll Earthquake here, as he goes Corviknight, and I just fire off an Ice Shard, which should pick it off. But he goes Peck, so he's kind of dancing around this thing quite a bit, which I don't really mind at all, because I'm gonna go Fini first, double to Mamoswine, as he sets up T-Spikes here. So I mean, we have a Drapion, so this thing is like a full T-Spikes. I think it's like with Hex Dragapult or something. I'm gonna EQ once again. Yeah, nice, nice. So he does recover here. So I'm glad Icicle Crash is not a contact move, thankfully, because that'd be kind of annoying. So this thing actually can't touch Mamoswine at all. So let's get rid of Corviknight here so that he has no more ground resist, because that was kind of annoying. So he's like a stalling Toxapex set with T-Spikes and toxic stuff. So Drapion will be very valuable to absorb them. Yeah, he can't damage me. I'm free to Earthquake here. I guess he could Toxic, I forgot about that. But this is fine because, I mean, he could go Hydreigon potentially. He could very well go Hydreigon here. I'll Icicle Crash here because I think it'll still... Oh, he goes Mimikyu, okay. Pretty fine. We go Corviknight, as he Drain Punches, and then we're going to double the Drapion here. So I think Drapion can really shine because it looks like Toxapex walls it, right? Toxapex just walls it. He actually Swords Dances here. A Player F will hurt, so I'm going to go back into Corviknight. He actually Drain Punches. It's actually Drain Punch, I think Shadow Sneak. Yeah, it's gonna be Shadow Sneak, isn't it? This set will be a little bit more annoying. Check these plays out though, check these plays out. I'm gonna outplay. Corviknight here. Nice, nice. And I think he can't recover enough to heal himself, so he should get knocked out by the helmet. Yep, so Mimikyu is gone. That was kind of annoying. Kind of a threat, but you know, had to do what we had to do. Drapion looks fantastic, like I said. I wonder if he goes Pex. No, he goes Hydreigon. Okay, that's a big threat. I will not stay in to find out what it does. I'm gonna go Tapu Fini first, and then double to Drapion here. Alternative, yeah, I'm gonna double to, I think double to Drapion is a good play. He actually U-turns that. Okay, so he's not locked in. It's kind of scary. He goes Pex here. I can SD up. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. Night Slash here is definitely the play. And Pex is gone. Fantastic. So nice +2 Drapion right now on the field. So he's forced to go back into Hydra. And I guess Earth Power here, but we can go Tangrowth and start knocking off some items. This could also be Nasty. No, he's not Nasty Block because he's U-turn, right? So we can knock off here. He's ooh, Lumberry. Interesting, he's Lumberry. I do kind of like Tangrowth a little bit more on this team now. Makes things a bit better. Yeah, so he let him U-turn out here. We can just get a little bit of health back. Nice chip. We'll go Blacephalon here. I don't know if I don't think Hydreigon has Roost actually. It probably doesn't have Roost. So let me Shadow Ball for some nice damage. He's a Black Sludge set. Tricks and gives me Black Sludge. Alright. Get a little chip on that. Honestly, I just want to damage this as much as I can, because this thing is like the only thing standing in the way of everything, kind of. Gonna go Mamoswine here. Ice Shard this. So I don't know if he can outplay this, but he might be able to. I'm gonna Crash here. He sees into the future. He has to switch out though if he wants to have a chance versus Fini. And if he sacks Hydreigon, then Drapion wins. So now Fini wins at this point in time, which I'm absolutely fine with. Dragapult comes in here. All we do is I think just Ice Shard this for some chip. He does sub though, okay. I'm gonna go Drapion first, because I think we need to keep Fini healthy. I don't know what this thing's gonna do. Earthquake should break the sub. So it could be sub Hex maybe? He has leftovers though. It could also be, oh, he's Dragon Darts, okay. I'll go Fini right now. Yeah, just Draining Kiss this. That should be a good game, I think. Yeah, Phantom Force, yeah, that's it. So pretty fun game overall. We got to knock out Pex with Drapion and stuff too. Good game, good game. I like how he commented about the team at the beginning. It's always fun. Always fun to see. Let's continue on with the next game here. And make Drapion put in more work. Now we're up against a Alakazam team with Galarian Slowbro, which I haven't seen too much of. This kind of reminds me of like a last DLC team, Isle of Armor kind of looking team. Yeah, let me lead here with Tangrowth. He actually leads Kommo-o. It's kind of scary. I'm gonna go Corviknight here as he tries to Toxic me turn 1, and that will not work. I'm gonna Brave Bird just to get as much damage as I can on anything, and he's gonna go into Corviknight, so I'll just Roost here to get back to full. Because the most he can do is U-turn, and that could be into Zero Aura, I guess. So he's gonna U-turn out here. I assume into, okay, so he goes Slowbro. So this is probably Nasty Plot. We have AV Mamoswine though, keep in mind. Mamoswine looks pretty good here. Oh, he Scalds. Thankfully, no burn. Thankfully. Didn't know they run that. Tapu Fini here. He'll Scald again. And then we go into Drapion. I'm gonna see if we can bring out Drapion and do some fun stuff. Shell Sidearm. Let's SD up. So I think he would go Kommo-o, but we have the poison attack for it. Ideally, he goes Corviknight. We get the +2 and we knock it out. That'd be kind of nice. I'm gonna start a timer here. Because if we get rid of Corviknight, then his whole team gets open to Earthquake from Mamoswine. So yeah, I think he's gonna switch out. Goes Kommo-o here, okay. So we know he's Toxic, so I don't know if he's Earthquake or not. He might be, he might be. I just want to Cross Poison crit this thing. That does nothing. Hello? Where's my crit? That actually, a crit would have been so nice, because we would have 2-hit KO'd it. Oh no, we OHKO it here, okay. Fantastic. So that works out pretty well. Got rid of a big threat in Kommo-o. Or not a big threat, but a big nuisance. He's gonna knock off my AV. That looks like Banded Zero Aura to me. I'm gonna knock here. Get rid of this thing's item, and then regen is gonna be fantastic. Gonna go Blacephalon here though, in case he he actually doubles. Well, we know the Zero is banded. Then he goes Zam, which shouldn't matter, I think. He Future Sights here, and we knock it out in one hit. And that's GG. Not bad at all, not bad at all. So we got to see the Drapion knock out the Kommo-o in I think the next hit after the first hit. So that was pretty good to see. That was pretty good to see, you know. Did not expect that, but we got it. So I mean, as you can see, it's not 100% crit ratio, sadly. If it was, then this thing probably would be broken. It does so much damage, like crazy amounts of damage. Very visible difference from like 33 to 60 something. But now we're up against Stall. Ah, the Stall, and his name is even Stall too with a heart. That's crazy. That is crazy. At least if you're running Stall, use something like Wailord or Malamar or something, you know? You feel me? But we can start with Tangrowth and knock things off first. We have Focus Blast on this set, so we can actually chip this down decently well. I know he has a Wish user and stuff, but... So actually, here's the thing. I think Blacephalon is going to be really good to get rid of other stuff. I don't care about knocking off the AV or anything. Focus Blast, get some chip. And then I knock again. Into Clefable. This has to be a Wish set of some sort. I'm gonna go... I think Blacephalon here. Oh no, he's Calm Mind. Okay. Okay. I feel like I could... I mean, if he's unaware Calm Mind, that's actually bad. Gonna go Mamoswine here. If I just get enough chip on it, then I can beat it with Drapion. Well, that's a lot of chip. I don't mind him getting all that damage and stuff. Because I could even crit him at some point too. I'm gonna crash here, see if I can get it. Oh, yeah, you already know. You already know. We get that attack right there. So that's not a Wish set, which means that that Ferrothorn is weak. Oh, and look at it, he just disconnected, yo. Yo, Stall Noob, come back. Stall Noob, come back. Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. Hope he loves Stall after this game. You know what I would have done? I would have probably put like... What fairy type could go here in the slot? Probably, I guess, Tapu Fini, right? I'd make every Stall team with Tapu Fini for now. And then, I'd put Maractus in this slot. Or, yeah, Maractus. Maractus Stall. I might have to do that sometime. I was gonna do a Altaria Perish Trap Stall at some point in time, but I think Joey did that first. I had that in my roster. So I'll do that soon at some point in time. I know some of y'all want to see like another Stall team. Signature Stall team. None of this standard stuff. You already know. I got you. I got you. Yeah, Drapion didn't do much here, but it probably would have. Yeah, it probably would have done some good stuff. But let's get the next one now. Let's get the next one. See what we can do continuing on with this team. It's a pretty fun team. I think it's you know, it's good. Like I got this team to about 1800 on the ladder. So it's definitely solid, I would say. But I think this guy has a very standard looking, threatening team. I'll leave Tangrowth here. His team kind of looks a little Tangrowth weak. Honestly, I think Tangrowth is really undervalued right now. Because so many teams look kind of weak to AV Tangrowth. He leaves Urshifu here. So, I mean, I guess he could Poison Jab. I'm going to knock here to make him weaker. Oh, I don't like the ones that are on U-turn, to be honest, because it wastes the coverage slot. I feel like there's much needed coverage. Oh, we get to knock this off. Okay, what is this item? Life Orb. Ooh, that's actually nice. That's actually quite fantastic, I must say. If he knocks off here, that's fine because I have Corviknight. He SD's up. I'm just going to attack with body press. He knocks here and gets the crit. That's crazy. That is insane. Ooh, but we livin'. We livin' out here. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, then we get to keep Corviknight because now that's gonna be great. Why does he go Landorus? I don't know about that one. Oh, because he has Swords Dance, that's why. That's why he's doing it. But I have Ice Shard, so I'm okay with that. I do have Ice Shard. Oh, that's why. I thought he'd be like Stone Edge or something. This doesn't look like the kind of explosion team. I wouldn't think it was, but you know. It is what it is. Now we get to go Tapu Fini. As he Wicked Blows, and then I can click Draining Kiss here to get some health back. As he goes into his own Tapu Fini, I am going to taunt. Unfortunately, he taunts me first. So I go Drapion here. And then I click ISD up here for sure. I'm faster than this Pokemon. I assume if Drill comes out, I'm faster than it, right? Because unless he's Choice Scarfed. Ooh, unless he's Choice Scarfed. We'll find out though. I'm gonna SD up here. I like SD. I wonder what the Commodore is gonna do. He stays in and goes for the Scald. Now I can click Cross Poison when he goes Drill. And he's on a balloon, but it doesn't matter because I have Night Slash. Yo, this is gone. Get that Drill out of here. Ah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Haxor. Scope Lens. High crit move. Newbie. Come on now. I can sack this Corviknight. I don't need it at this point in time. We got rid of his ground types. I'm waiting for him to say something. So luck-based. Wicked Blow. Always a crit. You are very luck-based. But little does he know, Wicked Blow always crits. You can Shadow Ball, I don't mind that. Now all we gotta do is we go into Chinese Mamoswine here and click that Earthquake. You already know. 100 is not luck. No, you are luck. Let's think about this actually. So Mamoswine's pretty good. Tangrowth is really good too. Blacephalon, not as good. So I'm gonna sack Blacephalon here. Let him Wicked Blow us there. Then I go into Tapu Fini. Hit him up with that that nice Draining Kiss. As he goes into his own Tapu Fini. Now we can just go into well, he would taunt here, right? I could also go Tangrowth, knock off, and spam Giga Drain a bit. Because I know that he'll get weak enough so that Drapion can knock it out in the end anyways. So, could do that. I'm going to go Tangrowth here. He taunts. I'm now going to knock off here. Ooh, you know what a good play is? Actually, Giga Draining is pretty good too. I'll knock though. I'll knock here. Get rid of his item. Giga Drain a couple of times. This shouldn't be able to beat me actually. I don't think he'll get enough health with Draining Kiss. Well, he might though. Gonna Sludge Bomb for some poisons. As we get it immediately. Nice, nice. So this thing should be gone. Fantastic. Yo, I'm getting some nice dialogue here for sure. U-turns out. Okay, that's good. Dragapult's gonna come in here, but Mamoswine can take the hit. And also, Tapu Fini wins. Oh, he's saying something for sure. That's why he's taking so long. Thank you for the wonderful game. Commodore. I'm just gonna crash here. Thank you for the wonderful game. I hope he says something nice now. Fire Blast? No, I have Thick Fat. Has the ability Thick Fat. It means I take less from fire. Did you know this? I hope I taught him something new. Crit. Hacks. Noob. Yo, I went in this time. I definitely went in more than I should have. Yeah, good game. Hacks! Good game, good game. GG. Good game. Yo, that was too funny. That was too funny. As soon as I started talking back, then he was like, hey, GG, you know, good game. Look, you did well. You played well. You know, let me just go about my day. That's it. Fantastic. Where are we at right now? Yeah, let's continue on. Let's continue on here. We got time. It wasn't even near the end of the live anyways. Alright, so we're now we gotta take on this this team here. Let me start a timer. After all that disrespect, I have so much material for the thumbnail. Urshifu lead. Alright. Get a Nocturne one. I know I live any hit. So if I get rid of a band or something, that's good. That looks like a choice band to me, isn't it? Let's see. Yep, that's a choice band, alright. I'm gonna go Corviknight here, in case he tries to poison jab the Fini, which he does not decide to do, thankfully. Don't know if he has a fire move on this, but what I could do is scout for it by going into Mamoswine. He has Sludge Wave. Okay, well, he tries to make a very good prediction there. A very good prediction indeed. So he'll bring out Corviknight. We missed the crash. Doesn't matter, I guess. Kind of. Is what it is. So he probably doesn't have a fire move on the Nidoking. He probably doesn't have one. It could be just the Ice Beam set, right? With Sub. Is what I'm thinking. I could see a Dragapult switch in here, perhaps. Drapion's role in this game could be alright, actually. I'm gonna roost here. Yeah, we take that well. We take that nice and well. Brave Bird the Clef. I'm gonna go hard Drapion right now. You already know I'm going hard Drapion. You trying to wish something? I'm gonna SD up here. He wishes the Corviknight. He's gonna wish he never did that because this Night Slash is gonna crit here. I hope. Drapion, please crit. No, that didn't do enough. Not nearly enough. If you go Swampert, I don't know if I want to sack Drapion. Because it's kind of good. It's kind of good versus a lot of different Pokemon. I would love to be able to have the opportunity to let this thing roam free some more. So he actually goes Dragapult here. I'm sure he has to be Choice Specs or something. If he took that long to think about it. Like, that thing is Choice Specs. Tries to drop a Draco there. But, yeah, now I can click Surf. Hopefully into the Nidoking slot, but he goes Swampert instead. Absolutely fine play. I'm just going to taunt him so he can't get rocks up or anything. But he goes Clef here, which is pretty good. I can Calm Mind up. Drops my stats a bit. Oh, that thing is unaware. That is an unaware Clefable. Yeah, that's not favorable for me, really. So I'm going to go Corviknight. Double the Drapion. And SD up. So if he goes back to Corviknight, I have another chance to get a big crit on it. So he actually stays in and teleports out as he goes Corviknight. Yeah, let's Night Slash now. Ooh, and the crit is 100. Ooh, not bad at all. I've never seen a Drapion OHKO a Corviknight like that before. That is just crazy. Insane. Alright, I'm going to go into Tangrowth as a pivot. I think that's my play. Heal Draco. Yeah, we take that really well. And I'm going to knock here. I could also double the Drapion. It might be kind of nice. But I'm going to go Tapu Fini to get a little passive recovery back with leftovers and then go into Corviknight now. Should be the play. I could also go hard Drapion, but nah, that takes too much. Corviknight here. It is, and Roost up. So his own Corviknight's gone. That's amazing. I don't think he can win this game now. At this point in time, I think it might be over. Unless this Nidoking has a fire move, like I said. But it's tough to say. Blacephalon, I don't think is doing much in this matchup, so I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go Blacephalon here. As he does Earth Power. He's making some hard reads, like, he's disguising his moves well. I don't know what it has. Hopefully he just gives me this thing, because that would be kind of nice. If he's making hard reads with Nidoking, he should just stay in and sack it, right? So he's going to go for Fable. I'm going to Earthquake this then. In that case, I'll Earthquake. He wishes, and I'm just going to go into Drapion here. Or actually, I'll Earthquake again. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was going to do something wild like that. And sack it. Yeah, good game. Good game. I had a feeling like I was thinking about what he was trying to do there. And I was like, okay, this is the obvious opportunity for me to go Drapion. So naturally, me being me, I decided not to go Drapion. That's exactly what I had to do. Nice, nice. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. Maybe 1 or 2 more games for this one. And now we have here a team I think that Drapion can do quite an amount of work here, actually. It does speed tie. I think it does speed tie the Obstagoon, but that's it. It outruns everything else besides Spectrier, which shouldn't be able to do anything to it anyways. Not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna lead here with Blacephalon, I think, because I could just sub here. He obstructs turn 1, pretty good. I'm gonna Mind Blown here. That's a big threat, so we can do a lot of work on that. He knocks off. Perfectly fine. I have a Corviknight I can go into now. As he goes Moltres, okay. Don't know if he can wish up Obstagoon, but we'll see. I go Fini here for sure. He defogs away my terrain. Not sure if I care about that too much. Gonna go into Mamoswine, as he does actually burn me this turn. That's annoying, but it is kind of Scorching Sands. Get a taunt here. Indeed, indeed. Should have known. But Obstagoon's super weak, which is nice. Gonna knock here now. He gets sort of my AV, which I don't mind too much. I can Focus Blast here and miss. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, like I would have been able to get a good chunk of damage on that, so that Drapion would probably pick it off after a +2 attack. But it's good to know. Got rid of his leftovers though, which is pretty nice, because we can get more chip on it over time. And Tangrowth keeps getting regen. Gonna knock here. As Clefable comes in. Get rid of his helmet though, which is pretty good. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. As we don't get a poison, even if there is terrain, it's flying in the air. I mean, I could just Calm Mind up, really. Then go into Tangrowth. And every time he goes into it, I can literally just Sludge Bomb again and again. That's why this is great, because Tangrowth can just regen itself as much as it wants. Yeah, so this is good. I can Surf here now. as he goes Pharaoh, so this is getting more chipped. He's gonna spike here. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb again. I'm not getting any poisons. He could get a nice turn 1 burn, but I can't get poison. That's crazy. It's crazy. I'll go Mamoswine because it's kind of useless now. Goes Clef. I'll use this opportunity to defog, I think. That should be what we gotta do. Yeah, that's fine. And now we go Fini, double to Drapion here. A double to Drapion on the Ferrothorn, I think. Yep. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun versus him. He's had his chance to shine long enough. Right, I'm ready to take this thing on once and for all. Gastrodon's in. Night Slash is the play. A crit will indeed OHKO Gastrodon. I'm telling you right now. Come through, Drapion. You already know. We need this. We need it, and we got it. Not bad at all. Thank you. It's a speed tie here. Am I gonna risk it all for this speed tie? Yes, I am. He switched Ruse though, but I need to keep Misty Terrain up. Because I get burned otherwise. Crit this thing, please. No crit, and he burns me. The crit would have knocked it out. So we're gonna Sludge Bomb here. We got rid of Gastrodon though, which actually is really good to make Fini win. Still can't seem to do anything to that. Okay. Okay, well, can go Fini now and Surf here. Gonna Surf again, but he does have Power Whip. That's tough. But it's still salvageable. Because we just get enough Spadef boost and then Spectrier can't beat us. So we're at 740 Spadef now. Which is pretty good, which is definitely pretty good. It's kind of tough. If he Power Whips here, I get a speed boost with Blacephalon, but it could be Scarf Spectrier, right? So I could Taunt here. Okay, this is pretty good. This is actually pretty good. I Calm Mind up now. Yeah, I have to Calm Mind. It's probably not enough to knock this out though, is the only problem. So I go Tangrowth here on that. Focus Blast is my play. But he goes Clef. And gets Rocks up, which shouldn't matter, I think. It's tough because I didn't really get much fortune in this one. If the switcheroo didn't happen, I think we would have won this game. So it was a speed tie that it came down to. Go Spectrier. There's a chance we can win, actually. Yeah, because now we got knocked out, so he doesn't get the boost, which is really nice. Goes Clef. Finally we get one poison, which doesn't matter. Tough. He could heal here. I think Mind Blow is still the play, because now we get to go Tapu Fini and Calm Mind up. And we have to knock this out with Surf, which we do. And I think actually, I think we have to Surf here, because Draining Kiss I know is not going to knock it out, and I don't think we get enough health back. So I think we Surf. +1 Surf should do enough to knock it out. Yep, we do. And then we Draining Kiss here. He drops my special attack, that's really bad. GG. So the play to win this game, yeah, is to taunt. Yeah, because if we taunt, thank you. So like if we taunt, then he can't heal, and we can Sludge Bomb twice to win the game. And Tangrowth was healthy enough to win at that point in time. That was a tough game for sure. That was a really tough game. But I think we did well. You know, granted, we didn't get the speed tie with Drapion, because then I think it would have been a little bit easier. But we still had a good fight versus this guy who played well, played very well. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the Drapion showcase, and I think we did showcase it really well as the other members of the team. It was pretty solid overall. Like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know in the comments what move you like seeing critical hits the most with. I'd like to know. It can be any move you want for any Pokemon. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.